Yo guys, welcome back to a Dokkan battle video. This time we're gonna kind of be looking at what we think the leader skills for the three new Part 1 anniversary headliner characters are. Because we will have two Carnival LRs, the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is a transformation from a Super Saiyan 3 Great Ape Goku, and then it's an Evolution Blue Vegeta that looks like it has a UI Goku unit super, which is a cool concept in my opinion, but we'll see how important this unit super actually is to the Vegeta character. And then finally, the Dokkan Fest is a Goku and Angel Vegeta that fuses into Super Vegito, or it's a Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Angel Vegeta that fuses into Vegito. And apparently Goku and Vegeta, based off the wording, would have their own passives, and then Vegito would have a temporary turn-based fusion. So already, we don't know a single thing about any of these characters, and Vegito already seems like an insanely complex character. But anyway, this video isn't so much speculating about what kind of abilities they'll have. This is more so what leader skills they're gonna have. Because these are all major headliners that you're gonna want to run as a leader. So this is more of a, are they gonna be viable? We could hope they're viable as leaders. Blech. Okay, right. And then I'll make another video on my thoughts on what the rest of this roster, this Sparking Zero ass roster, is gonna look like. But anyway, well, let's get right into it. First, we're gonna start with Vegito, because his would be the easiest to pull up. Now, since it does start as a Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta type thing, I did pull up this unit because I can't imagine this new Vegito would have that many categories that this unit doesn't. Right? So first of all, let's get this out of the way. No Buu Saga and no Super Saiyan. I don't, there has to be some nasty power creep to outdo all the Buu Saga leaders that we've gotten, and all the Super Saiyan leaders we've gotten. I mean, I guess really the only super relevant one is the Goku going in Trunks, but still. Right? So, off the bat, I would really like a Joint Forces leader, because, I mean, when was the last Joint Forces leader? Right? Yeah. I mean, this unit, this Evolution Blue Vegeta and Kaioken Blue Goku, they easy aid. 17 Gold Frieza easy aid, but they're not really leaders. This unit could easy aid really whenever, and I feel like they might be an okay-ish leader. But that remains to be seen, and we're not talking about hypothetical easy aids that may or may not even happen. So, as far as legitimately relevant leaders go, Joint Forces has nothing, so I very much like it. Oh, and if I didn't already say, I am factoring in there not being a new leader skill. I know that between the 6 headlining characters throughout the anniversary, there's probably at least one new category. Z Heroes, Rivals, something. But, until that happens, I'm just going to act like it's not going to. Alright, so Joint Forces is one. Now, Fused Fighter. Now, instantly, you could be like, oh, but the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the LR Gogeta, they're the Fused Fighter leader, and they're going to be easying in, a month, almost exactly. Well, and yes, while it's true, can we count on them being a relevant leader? Can we honestly? Because it's I'm thinking about this character being a secondary option for Goku's team, whatever that might be. We'll get to him in a second, but... Right. I'm not thinking about this guy as a leader. I'm thinking about this guy as a complementary option to a few teams. So it's I mean, I guess... I could pull up, STR Vegito, or just, a Super Vegito start of turn character, see if there's any... categories that I'm not thinking of. You for real? You for real right now? Whatever. Right. So if no Fuse Fighter, what about Final Trump card? Yeah, Final Trump card could work. We don't really have a super dominant Final Trump card leader. Because we're not really in range for any of them to easy A. And I mean, we can only assume that any one of them that Easy A's is gonna be good enough to be a leader. We can only hope that's the case. I can't remember a time ever that a character's Easy A and they were a dominant leader character. So I'm not holding my breath for it, but who knows? Sorry. Next. Because we're looking at 3 leader skills, right? Yeah, pure Saiyans. Because, again, I mean, it'd be so funny if Raditz comes out, like, his Easy A is, like, a Saiyan Saga Easy A for this anniversary or some shit, and he's a legitimately good character with a dominant Easy A, and he's a pure Saiyan leader. That'd be funny. But, yeah, so ideally, best case scenario, because it's the only categories I feel like he would be a good leader for that don't already have insane representation. Final Trump card, Fuse Fighter, and then Pure Saiyan. And as for this 30%, they could totally just vomit out, like, Potara and Boo Saga. And there you go. Maybe a third one would be, like, Bond of Parent and Child or Battle of Wits. Right? If you have a better recommendation for what Super Vegeto's leader skill would be, let me know. But that's what I got for him. Next, let's not beat around the bush. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I have Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku pulled up in case he's got any unique categories that this guy doesn't. I mean, he'd have giant form, I guess. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe this Super Saiyan 3 Goku is, like, going to be Tech Broly, where you stay in him for, like, one turn, and then he goes Super Saiyan 4. Right? So, anyway. Now, this guy's going to be a Carnival leader, so we only have to worry about one leader skill for him. And I was thinking about it. They'd probably make him a GT Hero leader. Because we already got a GT Bosses Carnival leader in Omega. And this is the only... this is the first Super Class GT Carnival LR we've ever gotten. So I feel like, as weird as it might be, because, again, this guy is gonna Easy A soon, and it's like, we can only assume that he's not gonna be a leader. For all we know, he's gonna be a great leader character again. If they don't introduce, like, some new leader skill power creep, which, even then, because we've only gotten, like, what, 5 or 6 Carnival LRs? 7? Not even 10. Like, you can't even do, like, a Carnival LR top 10 tier list. There's just not enough of them. I mean, my math might be a little off in the amount of Carnival LRs, but still, you get the point. Like, Carnival LRs are still too new to just change their leader skill now. So, I'm not banking on this Goku or the Evolution Blue Vegeta having a new leader skill. Or, like, new, like, buff to their leader skill. But I do think that GT Hero is possible. Now, they could do something out of left field, and he'd be a Goku family leader. Because the wording to describe, like, the banners was, rivals and family for the Carnival LRs, and then the Dokkan Fest characters are going to be, like, ultimate rivals, or cooperation of, like, the ultimate duo or some shit like that, right? So that literally will just tell you that part 2, Dokkan Fest, is going to be a Gogeta of some kind. I don't see it being another Vegito. I would like that, but I don't see it. So, it'll probably be some kind of, would they do, like, a base Goku and, like, blue Vegeta and a blue Gogeta? Probably not. But you get the point, right? We're probably looking at another Gogeta, in, like, 3 weeks or something, right? So anyway, right, like, let's look at Goku family. None of these are relevant. 2 of these guys could be, or 3 of these guys could be in Easy A range, like, in a month. This guy, but he wouldn't be a leader anyway. This unit, like, I mean, we're kind of banking on them, you know, actually being leaders again post Easy A, and same with Bardock here. But as far as immediate good leaders for Goku family, it's dead, right? So I would honestly really love if he was a Goku family leader. It would tie into the theme a lot better, in my opinion. Because Goku family has a strong roster right now. It just doesn't have a leader, right? Right. This guy's still solid. Like, a lot of these units are very good. So, they could easily make LR Super Saiyan for Goku a Goku family 200%, and I don't think it hurts that much. Now, Evolution Blue Vegeta is where we get a bit funny. Because, no matter what happens, this guy's just fucked. Like, what? And it wouldn't be so big of a deal if he was, like, mid or bad or something, but he's still, like, a top 10 unit in the game contender. So it's like, unless secretly this guy's, like, costume change mechanic actually could let him link up with the new Carnival LR, he's just kind of out of a job. Just because he's named Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, right? But anyway, now, again, because I just said what I said about the Goku, Vegeta family is probably the first contender for a leader skill. I mean, there's this guy. This guy's like the first character that I've suggested for leader, like of categories I've suggested as leader skills. This is the first one that's actually still like a somewhat relevant leader. But I'm saying somewhat. Because of, like, the 4 biggest fights, you'd only really bring him in, like, 1 or 2 of them. And it's, like, Goku and Frieza and Bulma. And, I mean, besides the fact that he gives additional supers and can do a lot of damage, he's not even that great for Bulma. Besides those 2 things, I mean, I guess to be fair, those are pretty valuable qualities for the Bulma fight. But, yeah. Right. In the interest of treating Goku the same, what would be like another good leader skill? Carnival Realm of Gods, huh? I don't think so, because Tech UI Goku is still pretty relevant. Worthy Rivals. There we go. So if not Vegeta family, the ideal leader skill is Worthy Rivals, because this has gotten, like, no leaders almost since this category came out. And it already has a couple strong options for it. The Tech Majin Vegeta. I mean, you're not really going to get a Goku on a pure Worthy Rivals team, so physical Angel Vegeta is kind of out of it. Super Easy Beerus, Piccolo, and Super Saiyan Vegeta. Right, like, there's some characters. They would probably definitely have to fill out some more characters. So, I feel like definitely some of the easy A's should be some Vegetas or Piccolos or something. Because this category is like 1 or 2 characters shy of actually being runnable with a new leader. It's like, this guy's restrictions are too big for him to be viable on this team, despite the fact that he leads it. And this guy is just dead. Like, even if he was viable on, like, the Goku and Trunks team, I don't think that really helps him. He's just dead. Right? So, yeah, that's my take. I feel like Goku should lead Goku Family or GT Hero, and I feel like this guy should lead, Vegeta Family or Worthy Rivals. And then Vegito, it was Pure Saiyan Joint Forces and God, what was it? Fuse Fighter, yeah. Real quick, I'm just gonna look and see if this guy has any categories that Revenge. Is LR's reason for Goku on Revenge? I mean, I don't want a Carnival LR Revenge leader, right? Don't get me wrong. He's not. Wow. That's actually really interesting. It's like a more of a quirky fun fact than reasonable possibility, because they know how fucking awful they made Revenge as a category. Revenge is not getting a Carnival leader skill ever, right? You could slap it on a Dokkan Fest all you want, because they've got 2 other leader skills to play with. I mean, assuming that Broly wasn't basically restricted to uncontrolled power for his domain, it's like, I mean, even then, Revenge wasn't exactly, like, the greatest pick for him. Because Revenge and Planetary Destruction's overlap was, like, really insane. So the value of just the pure Revenge category on Broly's leader skill is already kind of not there. But anyway, yeah, so top picks. I don't see this guy coming back for the Goku's team, though. Like, no matter what he leads, this guy's just dead. I don't see it. Because the only reason this guy's even runnable-ish now is if you're flooding him with the support of the Goku Gohan and Trunks. So unless the new Super Saiyan 4 Goku does exactly that, like, almost exactly, this guy's just useless. And I don't see what the idea of them making him, like, good again would be. Because he's a year and a half old at this point. Like, they're not gonna go back to a year and a half old character and just say, like, alright, you're like a top 5 unit in the game again. Without even easy-Aing him. They're not doing that. So this guy's just dead. So as far as actual competitive, like Saiyan War GT characters go, it's basically just up to the 7th anniversary LR at this point. Because the Golden Great Ape Goku here, because he's a new King leader, you can't even run him in any of the hard fights. So this guy could literally never easy-A, and the game doesn't even, like, get worse because of it. Like, this unit is just gonna be forgotten to time anyway. He could actually just be, like, they could literally make him the best unit in the game, or the worst sub-easy-A ever, and he doesn't get any worse for it. Like, he doesn't get any more runnability from it. Because no matter how mid of a sub-easy he might be, as far as fights that you could bring him in go, he's still going to be competitive in there. Because there's just nothing. It's like, I'm pretty sure even the Bulma fight has you unable to use, like, nuking leaders. So, it's like, what are you supposed to do? You can't use this guy, so he's out. I mean, real quick, like, let's look at the Saiyan War list and see what other Saiyan War characters we've got. I wouldn't count on the Xenos easying, like, next year or whatever. Can we look at it? Oh, shoot. I would have to look at the chart again, but could we see these 2 super easy for the anniversary? I mean, regardless, the new LR is, like, turn 1 Super Saiyan 3 Goku Giant Ape. So, actually, a super easy for Super Saiyan 4 Goku works completely. And, I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta just doesn't have any name competition, so he's good to go, too. So, actually, yeah. I mean, they could also just not easy them. But, like, why wouldn't you? This is 10 years of a live service game going is a very big deal. And they know that. That's why they've pulled out all the stops already. We know nothing about what's in the actual anniversary besides just who 3 of the, 15 fucking characters are. So, and already this is looking like it's going to be a fire anniversary. So I have no doubt in my mind that these 2 are completely in an easy-A range. These 2 are completely just ready for a super easy-A. And I'm all for it. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below. You know, what leader skills you'd like them to have. You could even start speculating passives or mechanics or something. Like, could Evolution Blue Vegeta have a domain? Because he's like a counterpart to Tekio. Could he have a domain? It'd be funny. But it wouldn't even be the weirdest domain if they gave him one. But that's a discussion for, another video, right? Anyway, enough babbling. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below. And, peace, guys.